Mahama ebie kuronim yesi e blocks the same time na Dumso was hitting. But the most interesting thing is John Dramani Mahama did not act lazily, selfish like Akuffo. He took the blame. He told Ghanaians, we came to serve. We will make sure we solve this problem. That was the same time John Mahama ekatre edien. The energy minister, Mr. Komna Donko, said, what can you do about this? Because I know you have the expertise. And Mr. Komna Donko said, if I'm not able to solve this at this particular moment, time we are, I will resign honorably. The man honorably resigned because time frame no the things he was expecting to come and solve the energy problem no because of human lapses. At the right time, and he honorably. This is the NDC for you. On person bebu Ashanti hinenim TNT. On person bebu Chebi hinenim tia Mr. Mwakwe nim TNT. On person bebu ya nenim tia. Kobna don ko person be disrespect awonafo hine no. Kobna don ko person obetia eye de mianka se mikro mi hine eye infantefo hine nana kwesi ata. On person obetia eye de agonafo no. He honorably said, I am done. Because Mr. Nipa we nyina bo say as the Minister of Energy, I'll get things done. Enyansa for any dimunim that time. Na DNC answer na AMERE ye de bedru krom ha start beka ye energy ho a ema ye nyirim kanea ema otumfo setutu ni mampon hene enya nkanea wo mu fie e de akenkan newspaper no die na MPP for kan ye. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Because and they are sorry na now the Akuffo Addo say AMERE plant no na Mahama de ba beboa Ghana no watisa ni nyina so odekwa santimemu na okose sandino aye din dey obefred Kumasi one terminal power plant. AMERE na John Mahama kwajibre Ghana, and I'm not saying Kumasi for any Ghana for. AMERE na John Mahama ne NDC ko for Ghana na Kumasi for party MPP. Any Kumasi for the Ashanti for the Edi Mahama tem. Say oye Jimmy for na adenti na wakofa AMERE na ba na oye kromfo no. Ende Nana Adodankwa Akuffo Addo ni Kumasi for party. Atam AMERE plant no say omo de ba Kumasi abese sadino.
Whenever I say ma PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
Now Mama yanko straight to AMERE plant. It's exactly 6:59 p.m. Oba Ghana at 10:59. Aka 1 minute. Now boss saying na abo 11. Right time to do the AMERE story. Gigim.
It's here for my power plant here. We AMERE. It's say we don't drama ni mama and yes power plant we. Oye watakrade aboaze AMERE ni use gas enti Ghana gas for any surprise power plant we Niger and also my electricity takijo etumi akotwe nyoma enya de abegu Kumasi krodue mu and we be painting hwe any imagination at work Charlie Jomami nyamisha Jomama enti takijo wantimi anye bi anka ho enti no takwade de no akotwe ne nyina de abegu Kumasi anu musei ena oye ni paint mamento de hwe wa paint ne kama pa enya gro Ghana gas so omo pipes no go yellow no Ghana gas pipe no e ba be surprise ade we nyina John Mama nsa no adwuma na so nanado e ba be paint
AMERE Mr. P Mr. S ejakun AMERE no ende ye sorry ya de yatini ye te say Nana Danko Akuffo Addo ne MPP 4 say omo ba be launch AMERE plant ni biem. Na omo ma reasons. Ghana ye Jimmy ba ye essay ba ye besu nyansa. AMERE dien AMERE ni nyina ne say AMERE plant ene ne kan ho ma ye pam ejakun. No na energy minister time Akuffo Addo ba power. na recently me bo video bi kire mo na ejako ka kire Ghana fo nyina sa time na ope flag bearer ye ne say AMERE na eba so no Gabi Ochida Akuni Akuffo Addo almost set up omankasa company on the side, consortium on the side. Inti pama e pama ni nyina no na ye yi ne free sika nim. Ebe sin de Gabi Ochida Akon enka bibia. Ofre Gabi wo play mu. Gabi friend no ka kire Gabi ka kire say na wo ye energy minister to ye hwan. Wa adwiri ya wo say me Gabi mebie another branch a ye ni ankasa edwuma no Akuffo Addo nim. To Gabi ma ne ti ase say wo jimi keke. Akuffo Addo onim de ekoso nyina. John Dramani Mahama ye dina temwo Ghana. Time adum so baye. Dum so estate Kwame Nkrumah abreso. JJ Rollins abreso na dum so ho osi plant. Osi oye dams. Kofo beto dum so. Die na kofo ye osma asofo so monko akoso bonko body ye impaye. J Kofo at the end of the day Ghana sika otamiko ye change gunu kom say 50 cents. When to answer dum so. Yesi Kofo bema tintin grandma ori ate te se giant when to me sebio hu se amamuo ni nyina ne se obetoto nyoma amade echirimba de Kofo to me ye time obedi president nyina se eyie na okonu Kumasi airport when to man fa kane entuatua form ema plane ensi anadwo omukọ eyie ahomache embo anopa na onum na Kofo Kumasi otwisua ebo no miensa oso okonkran enye sa ade besa na okwam when to me hu nyansa amfa kane entuatua form ema plane ensi Kumasi anadwo when to me sebio hu nyansa se Ghana sebio yen kane asem no minyini beto dum so nti osa me boa na me mane gina when to me anye ana green odifri abem John Dramani Mahama atamels baye na dum so yiniti Mahama ebe so Ghana akonya kesiem na dum so yiniti kese pa efise eduru sam pempenso no o calculate eye census na akire se Ghana nipa dodo kura no mufri ye neighboring countries eba Ghana, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso, Togo establish business for Ghana. You could see say the population was growing at a fast pace. It ema pressure be da Ghana enyine mukania so. Time anako forward so nipa dodo anomo ho no edu Mahama na double by 3 times. So the pace at which ananipa ehia energy kania aye adwuma no na ewosoro. 2016 it was the beginning of the new business models in Africa. So around 2015 that was when Ghanaians started going into production. So what do we need better for ma? From 2014 2012 John Mahama ebe so free at mills no. That was when more Ghanaians got into production. More Ghanaians relied on energy for their business. That was the period that you know more Ghanaians going into swamming, exporting and importing of their car parts. 2012, 13, 14, that was the time you know more people importing chicken, building more cold stores in Ghana. 2012, 13, 14, 15, that was the time there were more mining companies using energy to grind their stones near their day. That was when Ghana entered into the industrial world. There were so many people establishing companies in Ghana. So there was a lot of pressure on our energy. The only source of pressure, energy, majority. So we had a hit in 2015. And remember, time when seen in 2015, still development was going on. That was the same time now you see Pokwase. The same time now you see the same time you see Afari. The same time you see Sofo Line, Afari, Kumewu Hospital. The same time you see Market. The same time you see Commander Sugar Factory. The same time you see Regional Hospital. The Enrage, UGMC, Bank of Ghana Hospital. The same time na John Mahama BA Kuronim you see E blocks. The same time na Dumso was hitting. But the most interesting thing is John Dramani Mahama did not act lazily, selfish like Akuffo. He took the blame. He told Ghanaians, we came to serve. We will make sure we solve this problem. That was the same time John Mahama ekachre edien the energy minister, Mr. Komna Donko, say, what can you do about this? Because I know you have the expertise. And Mr. Komna Donko say, if I'm not able to solve this at this particular moment, time we are, I will resign honorably. The man honorably resigned because time frame no the things he was expecting to come and solve the energy problem no because of human lapses. At the right time, and he honorably. This is the NDC for you. On person bebu Ashanti hinenim TNT. On person bebu Chebi hinenim tia Mr. Mwakwe nim TNT. On person bebu ya nenim tia. Kobna don ko person be disrespect awonafo hine no. Kobna don ko person obetia eye de mianka se mikro mi hine eye infantefo hine nana kwesi ata. On person obetia eye de agonafo no. He honorably said, I am done. Because Mr. Nipa we nyina bo say as the Minister of Energy, I'll get things done. Enyansa for any dimunim that time. Even though he had signed document and not sir, AMERE plant car power because the delayance, because there were some logistical thing problems now. Do the stipulated time. The man honorably said, I am leaving office. He resigned. And I had the car power buy John Mahama the AMERE plant buy. AMERE plant ni nyina na ewo TV ni so na hu no. Na de ne see ye ansa na AMERE ye de bedru krom ha a start be kan ye energy ho a ema ye nyirim kanea ema otumfo se tutu ni mampon hene enya nkanea wo mu fie e de akenkan newspaper no. De na MPP for kan ye. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. Because and they are sorry ya. Na now the Akuffo Addo say AMERE plant no. Na Mahama de ba beboa Ghana no. What tisa ni nyina so ode kwa santimemu. Na okose sandino aye din dey obefred Kumasi one terminal power plant. AMERE na John Mahama kwajibre Ghana. And I'm not saying Kumasi for any Ghana for. AMERE na John Mahama ne NDC kwa fabre Ghana. Na Kumasi for party MPP. Any Kumasi for the Ashanti for be Edi Mahama tem. Say oye Jimmy for na adenti na wakofa AMERE na ba na oye kromfo no. Ende Nana Addo dankwa Akuffo Addo ni Kumasi for party. Atam AMERE plant no say omo de ba Kumasi abese sadin no. Na omo de Kumasi atoso. Na Ashanti man say abosomfo no pa omo ye hia. Ena sebio enya bibi na aba sanke nyina nke ndenke tiase o. Because in some ye bia no kan efa AMERE plant ho Mahama kofa baaye. Senka abosom mo twa santima ho hia se enya galamso enso na asai abosom ni bia sanke nyina nke nde yetumi tena simpo kasa wo. Cause ye sansuo ni enuma nke nyina yemini mu hye. Ebi se ano a ye de kasa ti AMERE no as ye ne asantefo keke no nya MPP mpo asantefo keke no senka abosomfo no we ho tan anase omo tan ya kanadwi kansuo bi ebesa num bia nko se boye ne edua kuye nanso abosom enwini se nipa otwani apokwame onwini se abosom ena otwani apokwame onsa nwini se nipa even abosom kro mo hye Nyankopon ase omo krampo omo nwini se nipa senka abosom nwini se nipa kanadwi ye ne asantefo bi ebesa nsuo e wasantememu anom anka wo said ye kae no etwa ho eboye dua moma yenko echire kakra enti Nana Addo Akuffo Addo MPP for say omo ba be lanche eye AMERE power plant ni biem adentra si o sesia no e o se sesa din no yesesa din na che se AMERE no eye Arabufo din enti Arabufo din na da so nti emane nti se ye Ghana de nti ye mesesa din ye fanko Kumasi na ye nsesa din no omo argument no omo se edin AMERE no eye din bia ese Arab din enya Ghana din enti ye ntam AMERE no nko Kumasi kai se AMERE no ye tam kosi Kumasi afi ba akotwemo esiwo enye dwuma akabo so men wotwe me yakoto aba MPP for say oh edin o se yesesa ne di Kumasi din to so so when you butra wanuwe yanuwe asem ebeka no ebesa akwetia ye ne ankasa enti ene Akuffo Addo say in 4 days time ahemfo akese ebefia santimemu. Let's not forget ahemfo akese ebefia ntoma ahemfo a omu se mahama na kofa AMERE plant we buy and this kofa AMERE plant we buy ebe ma Ghana ne asantiman kanea sa ahemfo na omu wa santimemu no omu asa befia ntoma abeka che na say ya bosom no say ya dawase ahemfo no mo asantimemu no ahema no mo asantimemu enkokora ene mrewa ene enkwara omuni tua 2016 mahama kofa AMERE plant na ba ye tena asantiman radio so edi mahama ne NDC fo atem so omo ya kromfo omo ya wifo na plant na mkofa ba no eye krono no beboye no ye ni sa ahemfo no ne mpenifo ne asofo ye be say twa hia 4 days time na ya to nyamenyom abompa ye se onyankopon twedi ampon wei President Akuffo Addo de AMERE biaba na ode be hye asanteman ene abosom ne ahemfo ani munyam enti nananam abosomfo ye gunsa mom to ne nkwandem na moma MPP nya from in the next 4 years we will hear this. Now let's go back a little bit. Momi anko echire kakra na yenhu se Ghana no nipakuo ben na ese Ghana. Now before I go on, yen start free her. Omo ankasa no asem ena yede beyi omo eto. Yen kofa no mfiri bebia o. This is number 1. Muntie. Time John Mahama kofa AMERE ni ba dey say na Baumia ekan. Mahamudu Baumia spoke. Baumia say the issue of AMERE power deal is one episode of issues bordering on corruption. Mahmoud Baumia say AMERE plant no data show 2016 Baumia ne tweet ye kwasiafo me enka Baumia asem ana mo bodamo hu 2016 Baumia mo ne Akuffo Addo ka kire Ghana for say Mahama ye kromfo corruption tin no kofa the same AMERE planter 4 days time asantefo ahemfo na mo ni tua ebebetena se abo NPP abaso. Mahamudu Baumia said the issue of the AMERE power deal is one episode of issues bordering on corruption. Baumia said AMERE na Mahama any NDC kofa ba ebe solve your problem. Enyum kania problem no Baumia said e krono de ko siafo and the yembu nkotojo omunim na yensrenhwa monim mo na masɛ Ghana. And as I'm freeway at AMERE ne ekokuma se ekosesa ne din adentira Arab fo din na AMERE no na o se eto ne din ti yekoto no kuma ase one power plant. Me say NPP 4 person mu din kwase asem bi o start na santime mu ayana mu miemu se hu sa adentira me nyina santime mu so obi ehu so ye kwase a on treat se kwase. I am telling you people, the NPP has always never respected Ashanti for intelligence. Say people for bedin kwasi asemiya almost starting asantimemu because they have that mentality say sebio asantifone Jimmy. That is the mentality of pathway. Now we don't end here. Mama Chama dear. Graphic online. NPP demands public inquiry into fraudulent AMERE deal. 2015 MPP as a political party ekache Ghana for nyina say ye public inquiry because AMERE plant na Mahama komna don komudi enim yekofa aba na eye krono de and that time no Kumasi anopa ewia when your problem kwasa for kohwe enamo say amanfo dwuma say onya mampanyini se meso ano a na ya fa ne hotan afa party hotan efi se ye ne ye mateme hofo enti Ghana no ense NPP party way in 2015 year press conference, the New Patriotic Party has called for a public inquiry into the AMERE group deal following allegations by a Norwegian newspaper that Ghana paid double the price for the power plant through a self-styled Dubai prince Umar Farouk Zahu. Yebesia 8 years. Yete ya obianko Umar Farouk we free baby amae. Almost say adikudientia yembie public inquiry ni say newspaper bi wo Norway and I report it, and that is what they do. Time Mahama or power no. Moka is almost Mahama a gay and a DND Gabi Mukwa no makutia no ma plant stories in some fake newspapers. Newspapers are sell 20. And what they do is they go and they go pay and they plant stories and they'll run and come back home and say Abrofuno Kwa report it Mahama yewi. Kwekubaku yebi. He went to Switzerland. Switzerland said Rollins say we are Ghana sika. When the Kwekubaku take it mano. Hotel okoda when the nkwasiafo these fools near to some so Ghana say omunyini. Into me and count myself. The NPP based a report from a Norwegian newspaper. They didn't have fact to newspaper be Norway. And the try say Mahama munya double money. Into yenja AMERE no Mahama diska. Ahemfo. Ahema asofo eno mu di Mahama tem. Na Mahama ne ma me Bulgaria ni. Mahama ne busuafo o me Bulgaria fo. Enya Ghana no mote. Enti ne busuafo Ghana no. Enti o de paba na Ghana fo o so enjoy bi ni o magimi. MPP is the most hypocritical party on earth. Enti ana me hu obi o se ma ko school kakra me MPP ni am say ene school sa call foforo na wagimi. Because it's looking like you don't want to apply what you learned in school. Me will be also me na school kakra me MPP ni anam busa say what school kakra MPP ni. I don't expect you to leave the NPP, but Jenny, now you have to be able to tell yourself say where the ye but the moment where MPP ni wadani abwa on to mean differentiate anything the MPP vote because Kevin Taylor and MPP ni adentia Kevin Taylor is able to differentiate between foolishness and wisdom. Onun to me yenti Kevin Taylor or the onye MPP ni. Hardly do you get MPP ni or to distinguish between good and bad or wisdom and foolishness. Hardly. Nasanka MPP to be distinguished between foolishness and wisdom. How can Chairman Wuntumi Abronye become regional chairman? They cannot distinguish. If the NPP as a political party, if it could distinguish between foolishness and wisdom, there's no way on earth that Chairman Wuntumi be chairman of the NDC. No way. There's no way Abronye be chairman position in the NDC. No way. How? So because the followers of the NPP are not able to distinguish between foolishness and wisdom, no, the moment so you NPP need and you're able to do that, they see you different. They see you don't respect. They see so the attempt because they cannot distinguish between those things. That is their problem. The moment they are able to do that, it's different. You see, Alan Koyechiramante, he was able to distinguish between foolishness and wisdom at a point, even though the NPP tried to fool us, no. And that is maturity thinking, maturity. And 90% of all the MPP, they cannot do that. Until every day you keep asking yourself, now we ordinary, onimnyansa. It is because the distinguishing, no, they cannot do it. They cannot. It is tough. That is the most difficult thing in their life. The same MPP, yeah, kai mo. Now let's watch this video. They dragged Kobna Donko to inquiry committee.
He has appeared before them and is supposed to give a statement which he will do shortly. All that we can say now is that he is cooperating with the police 100%. Everything that he's been asked to do, he will do. The phone that they said they were not able to take at the time that they went to ransack the house, he has submitted the phone to the police today. So for now, that is where we are. They want his statement. Then he will be interrogated based on the statement that he has given. So for now, there is no interrogation yet. Parliament is aware, and you notice that they issued a statement earlier on the basis of his position as a parliamentarian. We are hoping that the head of parliament, the speaker and his team will be taking their action shortly.
Credit to Ghana Web. I hope that's, yeah. I'm about power and I'm starting hunting Kobna Donko. With this guy. Ombra ni channel. Where Momo Jimmy MPP for. Kobna Donko willingly, honestly, came out to say, I will make this work. When the equipment delayed, he resigned. When these people came to power, 2017, they were all over the place. Because the whole of MPP is based, you see, the MPP is a mirage. The MPP, that political party, it's a mirage. They think they know. They think they are smart. They think they are intelligent. But everything that they rally around is lies. They don't have anything that they can hold on to. They came to power. They started going after Kobna Donko. Say, what is your problem? You have all the evidence. Today, Kobna Donko is still in parliament. And the same AMERE plant na namusi Kobna Donko abokrono went to manche one single MP NDC you have moved it to the Ashanti region. I'll catch you two for so two way. Yeah, the plant about tikacha ona nanom to abamaye. Me say MPP for be din kwasi asemi almost starting Ashanti region. Maka asemu way. Sa party way dangerous. Kind of crack. Na AMERE plant we kakofo na nko hu nyansa kofa ba na nka mahama tam so de kwa hu na memu a unu dan kemisi wa ko tu for press conference mamenka me say sa AMERE plant we kakofo hu nyansa e na ofa bi ba Ghana ha e na NDC ba so omo de kwa hu na memu akọ change di no akọ no Davi kaye terminal 1 Davi plant 1 anka otu for press conference say NDC for anwuna for nkwasiafo ade na matam Ghana japade akosi anwuna memu. I'm telling you anke benya ahemfu bi e wa santimemu afre radio for some momra ne enkasa. What are you telling me? Yentra kro nchichiri kro sa. This is bad. This is hypocritical. This is not how we build a nation. Yenyina Ghana for, and on a normal day nobody should have a problem with AMERE plant going to be installed in Kumasi. But you see, the things are mudi the Kumasi party that is why people like us are saying, say, you the people supporting MPP. Ahemfo, asofo, amamefo, moye hypocrite, mon kano kre, mona ma drag Ghana abeduha. Because I was expecting people to step out of Kumasi to demonstrate and say, NPP, you're ungrateful. Say thank you to the NDC. But today you go there, omudi mahama temono, omuna ochinechi. 4 days time, ombebo moto powder sen confirm akotena say Akuffo Addo aya de adanya mahama koto abam ya basi sanding. Ya tichiri closer. This is what I mean by saying NPP now say Ghana. These people have derailed this nation for years. Selfish interest. This is another one. Calculation. AMERE deal. Government swindling Ghanaians. Bahomia. Or say NDC are buying omu Ghana for. It's a toy way. Bawumia is a walking toy. Today he wants to be president. You people have been in power for 8 years. Untimi for 1 megawatt. Enka Ghana energy. Ye jiminti. Yeah, sorry, yeah, it is possible. Yeah, mwanti. Me say 2020, 2024 elections. Some more resist here. We will run over you. Won't be that. MPP for me say 2024 elections. Mopa more resist it. Ghana will run over you. You better say excavator. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the vice presidential candidate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has waded into the controversial AMERE power deal. They no kind of say AMERE deal, government smuggling Ghanaians. Sorry, swindling Ghanaians. This is Bawumia's his own words. and the ofu we obeko kumasi akotena ho and Muhammad na ejimi fo di ne chi se we ni amfa Ghana nhye ne nsa obeko je kumasi and you know you people have no shame. You are terrible termites. You people have no shame. We cannot build a nation with such ingrates. You people are just hypocrites. You people are deliberate killers. You are bad people. You know what say Ghana 67 years. You have derailed this nation. Mo the politics in the party. Mo the Kumasi pathway as say Ghana. Yentumi ko yenim. And the Asantini MPP for to inform Bonka say Akuffo Addo president no o si regional hospital Monferry munyina Monferry Akuffo oya Asantini mapa yekasa mapa ne papa ne maame omo ya Asantefo muntumi inform Musansi Bonka say Akuffo be si general hospital Monferry mo da ho ye politics mo da ho tete Asantimemu e ma de ekoso mo nka no kura mo nka me say 2024 if you are not ready the bus will leave obian so nchen Ghana. Nobody is bigger than this country. We want to build this country. Until you need time for media mentiasie, media we mume, media unime. Wow, we need to move. Yabre. Nobody owns Ghana. The entitlement thing now, what MPP muno, I will say we all have to sit on it. We need to build this nation. We need to stop this childish, hypocritical, petty politics. See the things you people said about AMERE. And the one I'm going to be AMERE home for so Asantefo or 2-4 said to mention the Benya home for so Akasiye. And why are we here today? Why are we not being honest? See a chichi krone nyina ye ho etoya. Calculation, I'm not done. Mokawi. This is fraudulent. AMERE has no expertise in power projects. Philip Addison. Lawyer Philip Addison at a point. Almost smart Philip Addison any a group of criminals say omonko baby AMERE ni free buy no na omonko negotiate. AMERE, the company at the center of the controversial emergency power agreement with the government of Ghana during the National Democratic Congress administration, has no expertise in building and managing power plants, according to Philip Addison. Mr. Philip Addison, the leader of the committee tasked by the Minister of Energy, Boakye Jako, to investigate the agreement, said the project was executed by third parties. I'm about power. Energy Jako Kronfo. Grim. And I'm going for actual for the head. Jimmy. I just say on internet nearby. You know, we are not on the space, atom space, with the way Jimmy. As an energy minister, you know, I'm telling you, as the people are saying, the accent will be free, say free Jamaica, say free Bongavlesia, and you know, at a married deal, and I'm saying, who Jimmy? Only a Kronfo by Bobra. Philip Addison Mokaino on an Akuffo Addo court 2012. Na oye Akuffo Addo lawyer. In Kofo about power 2016. And almost a committee omunya investigations. Now some investigations no almost say not almost find it out to say AMERE for no they did not have the expertise to do what? To come and install the plant in Ghana and get it working. Almost say Philip Addison Indian Kofo we. What's the ting. And these people made money. Philip Addison made money from this. I say, lawyer Bini group for be investigations about energy. Any time Ghana sika man kwasi afowe. And also omuko Dubai. Omuko investigations. Omuko AMERE. Omuno nim. Hey. And Philip Addison way. What try by 3 times up MP. They almost say aboa. Fantinia bois. Yet what people been yet wajin what been a MPD NPP ma bo dam. Me say moi Jimmy na mudi MPP chino. Time you drew or make a say a woman any a warrior two different things. Fantinia bois what as the wajin what been open MPD or MPP mu. Philip Addison Jimmy and Owen. Philip Addison say omu group na ko Dubai. Omu bedru ya no be PR. What did they do? A one Apollo interview Philip Addison. This is what happened. Come.
Okay, so it is after you returned from Dubai that you set up this committee, or the committee was already in place?
The committee was set up. It is the outcome of the committee's report that sent us to Dubai, because one of the recommendations was to renegotiate the agreement. So that is why the minister sent us.
So has the agreement been renegotiated?
No, as I said, the outcome was not quite satisfactory the way we wanted it. So it has not been renegotiated. Because for us, what would be a satisfactory outcome would be for AMERE to give up some of the almost 200 million that it is pocketing for doing nothing.
You are suggesting that if you look at the itemized situation for the contract, there's a 200 million that does nothing.
Almost. There
They
is,
don't
first of
attribute
all,
anything to it.
First of all, there is a 150 million, because the 510 million, that is a contract price. Then they subcontracted it to PPR for 360 million, right? So that's 150 million out of the 510. In addition to that, in the agreement, there are variable charges, which have been put in the agreement at $16.6 million. Now, I question this, both here in Ghana and at Dubai. Both places, the answer was that it was a mistake. Yes, it's a mistake, but it's in the contract, $16.6 million. Now, the reason why it struck me was I was wondering how a variable charge could have a fixed sum.
That's interesting.
Yes. Now,
what was it supposed to vary upon? Is it petroleum prices? Is it the price of water?
all kinds of things. Yes, filters that they, every day.
Yeah, but it had a fixed price.
They had put in a fixed price in the agreement. Now, I'm advised that the maximum, even at maximum production, was it should be in around 8 million. But in the agreement, it's 16.6 million. When I asked, because members of our committee were composed of people who actually were involved in the original negotiations and so on. They said it was a mistake. In Dubai, I asked AMERE, and they said it's a mistake. And I said, you had an addendum. You didn't correct this. You left it.
But that has been paid? Some of it has been paid?
Yes, it's been paid.
So what solutions?
And now there is absolutely no need for these variable charges because it is taken care of in the 360 million. And it is not AMERE that is performing the contract. So what is the variable charge for?
The subcontractors are performing the contract.
Exactly.
Why did you not invite Dr. Kwamina Donkor to take evidence from him at the committee level?
No, we were not doing this. We are looking at the agreement as a legal document, and so we can make recommendations. So there was no need, this is not a court, to invite somebody to take evidence from him. There was absolutely
but you
no need
invited
for
some
that.
people?
No, nobody was invited.
You spoke to the AMERE people?
Nobody was invited. The committee session, we just sat there, 17-man committee, and brainstormed. Nobody was invited to come and give evidence.
What?
Oh yes, but in my legal opinion, all the warranties and guarantees were given.
A committee was set up and nobody was invited. 17-member committee. They sit and they brainstorm. Here's something. Omubusalo interviews and the corner also what's not play mama and the corner ya. What's not first class I'm on the corner no too far. Musika and Domdi no. You are doing investigations. You did not confront anybody. We sat in a room and brainstormed. Where Jimmy? Now you say 17 people. You are investigating a contract. There were people involved in the contract, the signing and whatever. You get up and you go to Dubai. You don't meet AMERE. You don't sit with anybody. You don't take any statement. You come to Ghana, you don't sit with anybody, you don't take a say. You said, we are 17, we sit in a room and we jojo, oproba. And these are the fools we sit in Ghana. No evidence. Did you interview anybody? No. When you went to Dubai, did you talk to anybody? No. So how did you come back with your conclusion? Oh, we are 17, we sat in a room and we jojoed. And we gave these people Ghana Sika. Say, Fakwe investigations. Adia or Akuffo Addo lawyer. I okojina court me Akuffo Addo. Inti kwasia we so in the share. 17 people. You could not take a statement as evidence to break down to know where the problem is. So whatever you were saying was out of your jaw mind. You were basically jaw-jawing. You were having friendly conversation. Because where is your evidence? Where is your evidence? AMERE no obi diska. In Akuffo way Jimmy. Me catch them was a mistake here to give these people power. And this why a criminal lawyer, a Caribbean Cadison, and he will pay and you go to jail. You know that? Because he wasted taxpayers' money. Addison, a crop of Bianca, Nipa 17 coming to jail. What was your job? Your job was to investigate the whole contract. Can you investigate contract without asking questions? Can you investigate contract without asking the people who were involved? Without taking evidence? No. We sat in the room and jawed. They have wasted Ghana's millions of dollars. Abu Busan, the latter part of the interview, said, what is wrong with your neck? Also, because of the plane travels, you know, we have been traveling a lot. What that first class, what that space guy, the konya ni ya, what that plane man, the konya ni ya. Kwasiafu, we can't mass my see, ye did you matem. Now, my mention the most interesting thing about this AMERE thing in Ghana say, Mahmoud Baumia.
Egypt is constructing a 1,800 megawatt gas power plant at the cost of $1.3 billion. Abu Dhabi is constructing a 1,600 megawatt gas plant at the cost of $1.5 billion. Together, AMERE and Car Power will cost Ghana over $2 billion over 5 years. And yet they will give us only 550 megawatts of power. Mr. Chairman.
You see the way this lizard, you see the way he does his analysis when it comes to economics. You see the way he does his analysis. Also, ACB, this is how much they have spent. You see, this guy is not an economist though. Omu ya benkwan omu ye omu 20 Ghana na ye omu akoto pan no abehye omu fridge m pan na ehye omu fridge m no omu ton 10 Ghana hwe ekue chanfie o kwa omu ye superkunkwan eno kro omu 10 Ghana afa hwe Mr. Akuffo omu ya nkatenkwan cost 50 Ghana hwe so omu koto pan no ye 3 Ghana hwe se omu ye superkunkwan e 50 Ghana Jimmy busa Mr. Akuffo oton pan no wen Nebu sekwe cha se sa eye ne nkwan na oye na ode 10 Ghana ye no nkwan no nyoma ben no tode ye nkwan no. It is all going to serve the same purpose, but at the end of the day different ingredients are used in building those things or cooking those soup. Obi betuma ye nkwan 6 Ghana 10 Ghana cedis abenkwan obi betuma abenkwan 20 Ghana cedis. The same abenkwan, they go to the market, they go to different shops, they go there, somebody goes there to buy to buy stuff to make abenkwan for 4 days. Obi koto stuff to make abenkwan for 1 day. Obi koto enama ebesu ni fie for me 7. Obi to enama ebesu ni fie for me 3. This Baumia is foolish. So that is his analysis when it comes to analyzing economy. How can you say that? Do you know even America, as one of the biggest economies in the world, they owe money? America for the car, but America shouldn't owe. China for the car, China shouldn't owe. So ask yourself why they also owe. Because $1 no, world economy, your Wall Street, why does America owe? As an economist, ask yourself that question. Because America is rich, China is rich. America is paying people and giving people loans, grants. America is supporting the needy. China is doing same. So ask yourself, you are foolish economists, you are not smart. And this is the kind of symposia and symposium you people, it's easy to bait you. Some people are buying organic tomatoes. Some people are buying some chaff tomatoes. Ask yourself, have you looked at the environment? Have you looked at what they want? Why they are even building that? You sit there and say, because Egypt is building the same thing, it means Ghana should build it at the same price. Are you foolish? Basic economics, senior high school. We know that these things are not viable. How foolish can this guy be? And this is what we were listening to. Muntieno. Jesus Christ.
Egypt is constructing a 1,800 megawatt gas power plant at the cost of $1.3 billion. Abu Dhabi is constructing a 1,600 megawatt gas plant at the cost of $1.5 billion. Together, AMERE and Car Power will cost Ghana over $2 billion over 5 years. And yet they will give us only 550 megawatts of power. Mr. Chairman.
Wayne, the proponent and exponent, you know, he go to the inside debt and then there wait. So this is what Baumia said about AMERE. Until say ya benkwan wo Italia, ni boy dincha abenkwan wo Ghana. Ni nyina ya benkwan. Wayne economist no. Until say Kojaki at UK. Eyen krakra, en krakra ni boy dincha, en krakra ya wo Ghana. Jimmy, there are reasons in tra. And we sit and we look at this guy and we listen to such ignorant people and say, well, you're economist, well, you're doctor. But Baumia knows nothing about economy. They know can you also know kind of books so. Da bena usa Baumia kasa free ni trimuda. He looks at things at face value. That's what he does. Ultimate na wa na kasa dokunu we uto se 5 uto we fa ayedena. Dokunu bi eboka, dokunu bi papa. So and Mr. P is saying it's a classic case of Kaswa interchange. A classic case of Pokwasi interchange. Mukase Mahama isi Kaswa interchange. Mahama Kachere say that it is not just the car that is crossing the bridge. There are auxiliary projects. Schools count, community water projects count, other project other small roads that are linking other towns count. It is not just the interchange you are seeing. There are a lot of things that connect to make the interchange. But MPP ni Baumia omo jiminti omo share interchange na Baumia diska sa nkwasi ade bia no mkoye no de Pokwasi. These people are foolish. Mumayenka na sa no moye. Face value politicians. Face value politicians. Sika nke betumi ya airport no. Sika we ye the airport to Dubai. Then the same sika the airport to Ghana. We Jimmy on tiasia face value politicians. How can you just look at somebody's project and say because Americans are doing a project in America that costs $20 million and Ghanaians are doing another project in Ghana that costs $20 million, so Ghana will boo? Wait, Jimmy. Because Americans can construct a bridge, it's only a bridge. It is only a bridge. They don't need to do any auxiliary things. They don't need to build senior high school, daycare, school roads. They just have to construct the bridge, 20 million. If Mahama construct the same bridge at 20 million, you need to ask what caused that. Because Mahama no until say USR or what water supply or what good roads by side or what other schools. It's Mahama will have to add those things. Into say Jimmy Fowe, how did they get here? And this guy is the head of Ghana's economic management team. That is why today IMF cry akono yentumi mponya 360 million. Keke. Akwa we nam Ghana banchire ke kan kwase asem so oyetani oyenkremuniti ento abama no. Na yehu kremufo nyansafo da Aliu Mahama eba Ghana politics yehu. Aliu Mahama be vice president of Ghana yehu kremoni onum nyansa. Yehu kremoni obu nkremosom. Yehun kremoni obu nkremofo. Yehun kremoni okanokre. Aliu Mahama was a complete kremoni. Na wo kremofo trofo kremoni trofo tsawo. Kremoni a won kanokre, kremoni a wo yupreku. Wo kremoni a won no nsabe ka kire ese wo ye kremoni nti. Nkremofo agimi nti omo nsore ko to abama. Na sa ne to aba. Sa ne yi leaders. Do you think you Jimmy to the point to say you think so you Kremoni and you do it? You think so you Christonia? And it's not Lanko Chamantika say Mo amuye Kristo for Ghana, montuma Kristo de ba montuma Kristo ni a onante o Yesu na ntem, Yesu na mu. That means vote for a Christian who practice Christianity, not a church-going Christian. Somebody who believes in the principles of the religion he is in. Kwasi bi munito ya hey ontia se alankole chirante ye religious politics we Jimmy. Ba o miase nkremo fontuma ntia alanka se e Kristo fontuma Kristo for mistake be na waye. Yentuma nkremoni papa, ne yentuma Kristo ni papa, ye pe nkremoni o kanokore. Kristo ni o kanokore na ya to ama no. Se nkremoni e to aba ma Kristo ni o kanokore a onsuro. Because in the face of Allah, it is truth that prevails. Se Kristo ni to aba ma nkremoni a sebi o kanokore onsuro. If we say in the face of God, no kore is unique. These are the things we are looking at. Aliu Mahama, enye MPP na tribal party and also Owini Omo Prime Minister be the first Muslim president of Ghana. Because when you are looking for a Muslim who respects beyond his religion, truthful, honest, and respect other people, Aliu Mahama was one in Ghana's politics. But because Kumasi for party no, eyo imagine say yem pateni media sunti ene kofa achichidie we bae. Ehodom kofa amotia we achichidie we bae and ende baby achichidie ndia koduru ne enie wedwa. Ubuofu. Uhwinim ajibi firi okoram kama asem. Dia na obaye, obetwe keke, obetwetia MPP, ndi so hu na be kirew, emfa no. Obetwetia wedwa. Ututia jo mahama obi bedi uyire emfa me ho obaba no benyem emfam unye adwuma nye ubeye waste. I am telling you the truth. Yase me power chelsea to aba na unim nyansa ire to aba save hu a me na me metufo. Allah wants truthful people. Baomia is not truthful. Baomia is an imposter and is a liar. Inti, realistically, when you look at what happened, and it hurts me, I'm going to play this video. It hurts me, but I have to play it. It's a video that involved John Kuma. Kojo Pokuno counted they were crom for, but I have to do it because it needs to send a message to young politicians in the NPP who will be killed and murdered because power people want in the NPP. It will serve as a lesson. I don't really like playing videos of people who are no more, but for a reason, Mamimbo na afegara for who the kind of party NPP. This is during AMERE. John Kuma
blamed the NDC for the first deal.
It's so disgusting listening to NDC who have brought this fraud on this country. The AMERE deal. Today he's praising Imani, ASEP, and civil society for talking and raising eyebrow about AMERE. What happened under the NDC? They said they had a dead goat syndrome. They will not listen to anybody. In the midst of all the opposition and the fraud perpetuated on Ghanaians by the NDC. AMERE is not an NPP scandal. It's an NDC scandal.
Energy expert Kojo Poku stated that both NDC and NPP should be held culpable for the deal since it was bad from the initial stages.
The AMERE deal that the NDC did is not a bad deal only because of the 150 million.
Right.
It's a bad deal because, one, if you look at the tariff structure, which is the 14.59 cents that Ghanaians are paying since day one of this deal, okay? It creates unnecessary burden on Ghanaians. At the time when you signed the agreement, fuel was between $50 and $54. But you gave somebody a constant variable of 8 cents per kilowatt hour in the fuel arrangement.
He asked that the president should be commended for the bonus.
Oh, sorry, Kojo Poku. Me, I'm not going to talk about John Kuma. Kojo Poku. Open Sanche will be recently MPP was some random flag bearer. Kwasi ampe you wankaso open MPP. Omoba we are experts, we are analysts. Oh no about typhoon and time be. Omo tena brucho ma pempe mu nyina omo hu nyina tutu. Sa Kojo Poku abanante dante Ghana TV so almost 8 years. Idea ni nyina say he was going to hide behind the I'm an expert to become NPP flag bearer. Into Oba, oh the NDC is wrong. I want to credit the NPP for what they did at this point. Kwasiato Nanse Ope President Teddy. These people were all sitting on TV. Because when man grow, omunim say MPP for no do Jimmy, they can't distinguish between honesty and foolishness. They cannot distinguish. Your biggest problem as a political party, the NPP cannot distinguish between wisdom and foolishness. If you are able to distinguish between wisdom and foolishness, and Kagana and Keniha, Kapatwe, I party papa. But because majority of inconformity MPP, you know, they cannot distinguish between foolishness and wisdom. No, somebody like Ojopoku will sit on TV and say, I am an expert, energy expert. Adiabechi na oti NPP or say ope flag bearer ye. Or kwabruche senior and competena say obeye expert. These are the people. The day the NPP will sit and are able to distinguish between foolishness and wisdom, that will be their breaking point. That is when they will start say away your party was any party. That is their biggest problem. And the moment people in the MPP start to ask questions, start to differentiate between wisdom and foolishness, why are you so why is Alan complaining about what is happening? Me say, why are people, Alan was asking a simple question, why are we doing this to Ghanaians? I am part of this mess, fine, I agree. But at a point, we need to step away for Ghanaians to allow the NDC to run this country. Alan catch it and say, hey, we have done too much damage. I am part of the damage we have done. Let me step away. Let us all step away and let these people who have done it before. Almost say Alan about them, they started going after Alan. The biggest problem are NPP one said they cannot distinguish between foolishness and wisdom. That's all. Now, sir, if they could do that, how can Obidise Abronye becomes a regional chairman of NPP? Chairman who to me. I am for him say or say nsase or say crew or say nsuo na I am for da ho butu butu ne nase. That is the problem. This Kojo Poku guy or Brandon or energy expert ye musala say yen scrutinize no yan checking baby free buy or so no about title say e quote it so kan kwase asem ne tiri nyina tutu say e fa no to abrochiro e na de o to na ne tiri tutu. Oh, energy expert na omo no mo ka John Mahama ne NDC gum Mahama solving doom so na this thing was sitting on TV saying this and that. They will not tell you they are MPP. There are so many of them in the system and they are going to start using them. Where's Isankuma? Omobai say we are legal practitioners. We are neutrals. At the end of the day, no mugu street so ye too Mahama because ye nyeska or MPP bani be Isankuma yere ayemfa oda. These are the people who are using you people. Jimmy Kofi Bento and the Baomian Nekro Bedi Adentra. When we say Adjuna Bantimencho Bewu, Baomian needs to come so that he can also achieve his dream. With the politics, a chia and Kofo Bano just and Kofo Babuano Mambuano. No, what chireno? And our promise about me, Samedo Oba. Are you going to make me important? That is what you are seeing. So it is not about you. The NPP as a political party now, they cannot distinguish between wisdom and foolishness. The moment you try to point those out to them, they start to make you an enemy. Kevin tell NPP, the moment you tell them the truth, the moment you point their weakness to them, they will tell you don't like them. And every day when I sit here, I keep telling you people, NPP is not a political party, it's a cluster of criminals. And what they hate is for you to tell them the truth. And if you're a man, come to Ghana. They don't have a message for you people. The AMERE almost omniko kumase akwa lanche because almost say and they also AMERE no ye de a din for frotoso no AMERE na ye de baye no Ghana ye kotoye no enkofo e ka say ye kro no de no as we sit here AMERE no enye kro no de biem into ohene ben enim nyansa obekwa akotena patase say Akuffo Addo betwa sword mu ka say AMERE fufuro nie sebio oyo ohene sebio wadwini ko akire oyo sofo sebio wadwini ko akire oya penyini wadwini ko deep odwini Ghana ho na wonim sansam we nyina from 2015 na wonim aban akofa baaye na say wodo Ghana na say onya kromfo a how would you go and sit under the same tent with Akuffo Addo to say be ka kire me say AMERE na wo nua de baaye na wo fa bi nka ho no wasesa din no e kire wo ye ohene kromfo e kire wo ye sofo kromfo e kire wo ye ohima ewi e kire wo ye penyini a wonka no kore e kire wo ye bonsam e na obedi Akuffo Addo e kire wo ka kire ne say be sesa din na beje nchia efri say ne ati krom ha e na onyonko kofa aba e na ka so oye kromfo e be sinne untumi nchie kromfo no ebe sinne untumi nchi obia na ye den na wo ba be penti ade ne sale be kire me say wo betu ne din e de ato me din so se ne be a mebo misima ma enti se wo ye ohene woyɛ sɔfo, woyɛ ɛyɛ deɛ ɔhema, woyɛ penyini, woyɛ akwara, na wokɔtena patase sɛ yɛne Akuffo Addo yɛba bɛsesa AMERE na ɔse na ɛyɛ akorɔ no deɛ no deɛ na wo saa ɔhene no woyɛ krɔmfoɔ, wo saa sɔfo no woyɛ krɔmfoɔ, wo saa penyini woyɛ wi ebua awɔse yɛde ma penyini ani sɛ yɛde ma wo. The respect we need to give to a respectable chief, you're not supposed to give to you, because you know the truth. You are deliberately supporting crime, because they said that this AMERE thing is crime. It's a scandal. Obi awie sika, enti so yɛ penyini na onim nyansa, oyɛ ɔhene na onim nyansa, oyɛ sɔfo na onim nyansa, na watena krom a ehu de nipa aka, na ende saa nipa na bɛka kyerɛw sɛ ma penti ho de din foforo to so, enti enye kro no de a na wobɛtena wo bɔ wo nsɛm a onyame bɛku ato atwene sɛ bosom bi na wosom na obekun everisa wundi no kore. It is plain, it is straightforward. Yen time obia na yen no kura yen kanti na ende politicians for hu say yen nyina ye jimi. Because how can you, an elderly person, when you cheme, when you tia dum so, nyoma makeka kire wo nyina when you tia Ghana, ehun se Akuffo Addo ne ba wo bia ne MPP for ka say sa AMERE we eye krono de. Aye dan na mfie wotwe yanchi obi antum na wo so ye ohene wo ye sofo wo ye penyini wo ye ohema wo ye nana wo ye den asakotena patase se Akuffo Addo ade na wo ka se eye kronde no ende wo penti ne daba ba kire me se enye kronde na me so mete ebo nsem enti wo ye sofo koje mic koje bible se me bom pa ye Akuffo Addo aba ye beti AMERE no onyankopɔ so ku to twene because onye sofo papa on ka no kre bible na ekuta ro de ye business. And these are things we need to say to corrupt leaders we have in Ghana. Mona must say Ghana no. And to me, I'm watching. Who have got to patasi sa udi Akuffo Addo eko lanche AMERE Canadian diano uye pindu boni. And this amount of respect to be abium because 2016 ba dia yeke uhuni nyina bi. Uye ohene na ufran tuma eko tena patase uye ohene hunu. Because you need to learn those senses, you need to understand. Said nipa na de na no akasa ade we krono de no wo ye ohini a onfa ohom bote onfa ohon tare krono de. How come a chief, how come a pastor, how come an elder odo ho ko tare krono de nkofo we akasa ye krono de? That means you are a criminal, you are a thief, you are a thief, you are a hardened criminal. What's our no? What's our suffer no? What's our penina be dear Akuffo Addo echi no? Because you know if Akuffo Addo wanka say dum na buy say AMERE de we e krono ade. We are waiting to see the criminals who will join Akuffo Addo. We are waiting to see the thieves. We are waiting to see the despicable human beings who don't want to speak truth. We are waiting to see the liars pretending to be honest people. We are waiting to see the ingrates, the people setting Ghana back. We are waiting for them to go with Akuffo Addo, to go and clap for Akuffo Addo. After Akuffo Addo said AMERE is a criminal deal. After MPP said AMERE is a criminal thing. Yehwe penyini a onim nyansa. Yehwe penyini a okanokre. Yehwe penyini a omfom ne bosom. Omfom ne nyame. Yehwe penyini a opese ye bunu. Akuffo Addo yetia, we are all going to watch. Ebehwe mpedifo mbekọ ho. Ye say kokrom emfere so obeto hwene so a. Also emfere se ode atsawa ebetare so. Let me tell you something. Ekrona etim no obi anchen obia. When it comes to wisdom, when it comes to building a nation, yemfa mani pa baako eye nyina na edwendwene ho. So when some people decide to deliberately undermine the intelligence of the people and support corruption and crime, we also have to deliberately undermine them and disrespect them. Wait, now Moko supporting. This is what Mahmoud Bawumia said.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to make two comments on the NDC projects that they are touting. First of all, many of these projects are overpriced as a result of the apparent result to sole sourcing as the primary method of procurement by this government. Many of these projects are riddled with corruption. You've seen the car power deal. You've seen the AMERE power deal. You've seen the recent Kumasi International Airport. The runway rehabilitation alone, a rehabilitation of a runway, cost this country $23.8 million. And as I said, I compare it to the proposed airport in Ho. The whole airport in Ho that they are proposing is to cost $25 million. So
we in penifo nyina nim we ba omi agina penifo we nyina nim ka chem say car power corrupt, AMERE criminal. Kumasi airport ba omi aka say criminal edifice, and then he's claiming ownership. Yeah, trying penifo ma betra patase. You ever show obi enim one by one. Na ama Ghana fo ehu the kind of people destroying Ghana. This is Baumia telling us say car power krono de, AMERE krono de. Even Kumasi airport na Mahama ye runway no krono de. And the MPP for say Kumasi airport no ye. Me see 4 days the encho. Yeah, chain. We are waiting. Because I am very sure every single person who come there is older than me. Meaning, they lived before me and they witnessed what we all witnessed in 2015-16. Now, we will wait. We will take screenshots. We will take videos. We will come and play it here and tell Ghanaians the kind of leaders we are staying with and living with. We will let Ghanaians know in penifo akron form kanokre. In penifo almost politics echi, almost ahini echi, almost asori echi. The enemy of the people will be these people who will be following Akuffo Addo to go and do this nonsense. You are the enemy of the people. And you people, we will make sure that the youth get to know the kind of impenifo amoye. Because Ghana saying na a most impenifo we are waiting 4 days in what? We wait. We will bring our cameras. We will let Ghanaians know who you are. Ghana no. It's about time. Yen nyina chichire Ghana enye nipa bi dia. O hwe na wanyini dodo, o sika dodo, ubu hu dodo a tu na kwatena kuro bi so. Aha de ompe problem a don't stay here because aha no de ye hu na se nya ye be ka kire. Nti Akuffo Addo eba. Ye betena ha ye betwen. Omo se omo ehu hwe 2015. Omo ehu hwe 2016 omo se omo de omo ye new afa ne awo omo nti omo kan Akuffo Addo ho e ma na gina santimemu abeka se ode AMERE foforo bi firi bebi aba no yetia me se kokrom onfare omo kan se kokora onfere se obetare ohwene so a ye mfere se ye de atawo asawa ebetare so midin e de cabinet ko beritela after this